in Python with decision making statements. So few concepts I will discuss, but few I will keep for the next upcoming videos, because I try to manage in my one slide, but it was not possible. So few concepts like operators, punctuators, keywords I'll discuss in the videos for sure. So what are the things we'll study here? What will be our learning objective? So we'll study literals, punctuators, operators, types of operators, and other things. So first of all, we know that what is a Python. It is a programming language. So Python has two basic mode. So it is a programming language, so where we used to write the code. So Python has basically lots of interpreter like IDLE, integrated development learning environment. So it is basically of two types, script and interactive. The normal mode is the mode where the scripted and finished with .py files are run in the Python interpreter. The extension of Python is .py file and run in the Python interpreter. Interactive mode is a command line cell which gives the immediate feedback for each statement while running previously statement in active memory. Means previously you have written some commands, and that is the speciality of interactive mode, that you can include those things in your next command. This is the interactive mode. You can see hello.py. This is the name of a program. A user has made hello.py and he has written print hello world. Means what the user want to do, he want to print only the hello world. And you can see we have to write, to print any command, we have to write print, and whatever we have to print, that we have to write inside the double quotes inside the bracket. Now this is the Python 3.5.0 cell. We have different version of Python. You can see hello world he tried to execute, and just he has written hello world, and here he is getting the output as hello world. Now we'll study about the two type of Python mode. First one is script mode. It is the way of executing a Python program in which statements are written in command prompt and result is obtained on the same. Means you'll write, like we have experience in the previous picture, that we are writing in the same thing. We are writing in program in the command prompt, and we are getting the result in the command prompt only. So the Python program is written in a file .python interpreter read the file, then execute it and provide the desired result. Here result will be there. Means interpreter means it checks the program line by line, and compiler checks the program in one go. Interpreter means it checks the program line by line, and at the end it will tell that at the particular line number there is some error, then at the next line number there will be another error. Whereas in compiler altogether it tells the error. Now how to script in Python, means how to write the Python, what to open, where to write. Set up your development environment. IDLE, Integrated Development Learning Environment. Install Python, install Visual Studio Code, install the Microsoft Python extension, open the integrated PowerShell terminal in VS Code. VS Code means Visual Studio Code. Install Git, that's optional. Example script to display the structure of your file system directory. Example script to modify all files in a directory. Now Python is, what's the Python interpreter? Interpreter क्या है? Python is also a piece of software called an interpreter. The interpreter is the program you will need to run Python code and script. Technically, the interpreter is a layer of software that works between your program and your computer hardware to get your code running. Interpreter means it's kind of an operating system code. Interpreter is a layer of software that works between your program and your computer. That is only the definition of the operating system. It acts as an interface between the user and the application program. through the hardware, and kernel is the core of the operating system, so everything interact. Just like that, here interpreter is the middleware which is interacting between the software and the code. Now here we have some example how to run the Python code interactively. Dollar Python 3, this is the version of Python which you are using. This is the Python 3.6.7, the version will show like that, and the date where you are running the program. You are using the operating system, that is Linux. We have to type help if we need any help. After that we have to write, this is the insertion operator. We have to insert, what we have to insert, we have to print a single line, that is hello world. We are using exclamation marks here, so hello world will be there. Now we will write this marks again, this is again insertion operator. For character we have to write like this. For addition, means for numeric addition, we'll write, if we'll write 2 plus 5, then we will press enter, we will get the result 7. That is the beautification of Python. Means according to the different level of interpreter, in one interpreter you will write 2 plus 5, then you are getting 7. In another interpreter you can develop some graphics file. Print welcome to real Python, so we are getting welcome to real Python. What is Python shell now? Python provide a Python shell which is used to execute a single Python command and display the result. It is also known as REPL, read, evaluate, print and loop, where it reads the command, evaluates the command, print the result and loop it back to read the command again. Means the full form. First, when you write the program, the compiler will, the interpreter, here of course interpreter, no need of compiler. So interpreter will read the program first, evaluate the program first for any error, print the program and then loop the program. It will find if there will be any loop, then it will execute the program again and again. You know the definition of loop. A loop starts with a statement and executes a particular program again and again until the final result will reach. For example, for I equals to 0. You know for loop, for is a loop. For is a loop. For I equals to 0. I'm not able to write. For I equals to 0, I less than equals to 10, I plus plus. It means we have to check the condition less than 10. That is for loop. In my previous videos, also in Java videos, I have explained all the types of loops. I have explained the types of programming we can use by using different kind of loops. Now character set. Character set, you can see character set means when we want to store different kind of character. To study any programming language, you need to know what is a different kind of data type, what are the keywords, what are the operators, what are the punctuators. So character set, source character set and execution character set. So we know that we have different ASCII code. What is ASCII code? American standard integrated code. So we have different code for capital A to Z and different code for small a to Z. Digits will be 0 to 9. Special character will be ampersand, ampersand, dollar, hash and at the rate. White space will be all the things for which we can use the white space, like we are using the space bar, like we are leaving the space, like we are using the underscore to provide the space. Slash n, slash t, slash v for new line. Slash t also we are using for new line. Slash v also we are using the for new line in the vertical column. Now tokens in Python. Tokens means we are using keywords, we are using identifier, constant literals, operators, special symbol, and in constant literals we have numeric constant, string constant, boolean constant and special constant. And further in numerical constant we have integer, floating point and complex number. And further in floating point, as we know that floating point is used to store the decimal part. So floating point store the fractional form and exponential form. Fractional form, there is the concept of exponent and mantissa. where we are talking about the fractional part, decimal part. Then we are talking about the exponent and the mantissa. Exponent will be left side of the decimal and mantissa will be right side of the decimal. So alphabets, all the capital, as I told you, all the capital letter from A to Z and small letter from small a to Z. Digits will be 0 to 9. Our decimal number system, 0 to 9. Special symbol, all the special characters, at the rate, has, dollar, percent, exponent. This is the exponent sign which we are using in the programming. This is the ampersand, this is the this is the ampersand, means the and operator. I'll teach you about logical operator, and or not. This is the multiplication operator, this is called asterisk, this is used for multiplication. This is the big bracket, underscore, addition, minus, equals to, middle bracket, big bracket. White space, anything through which you can get the space, like blank space is there, new line is there, carriage return is there. What is a token? Token is the smallest individual unit in a Python program. All statement and instruction in a program are built with tokens. So whatever we will study token, we will study keywords, we will study punctuators, literals, constant, fractional part, all will come inside the tokens. What are the keywords? Keywords are the special words which have some special meaning in the programming. We will use different keywords, like we will use loops, if, else, while, do, while, switch, case, default. All these are the keywords. Keywords means all those words which we are using inside the programming. Like for example, we are using try catch loop, try, false, true, class, break, continue, and assert, while, do, while, except, not. Raise is the different one which we are using in Python, and elif we are using in Python. Instead of if else, we are using elif. We are not using if else, we are using elif else. Now this is the chunk of the programming. We are using for loop. For x in range, we are providing range like this. This is different from Java. We have to write range from 1 to 9. Print the value of x, print x. So for 1 it will print x, for 2 it will print x, for 3 it will print x. But let us check if the value of x is less than 6. Here if the value x is less than 6, then the loop will continue. If continue, else break, for loop are keywords. If now we have a condition, we have given the range, now we have a condition. If x is less than 6, then continue. अगर value less than 6 है, then we have to continue. अगर less than 6 नहीं है, तो we have to break the condition. Now what will be the output? It will go till 6 only. 1 2 3 4 5 6, because we have provided a condition that the value should be less than 6. What are identifiers? Identifiers are the name given to any variable. Like while writing the program, what name we want to provide? We want to give the name of the class, we want to give the name of the keywords, we want to give the name of the punctuators.